Brought to you by CHM, a biblically based alternative to health insurance. Learn more at chministries.org/budget.
I am a 63-year-old widow, and I just got engaged, and I am wondering, after marriage, should I combine my finances with my soon-to-be husband?
Yes.
Yes. And congratulations.
Yeah, how about that?
And the thing is, he was my high school crush. So
Gross.
Come on.
I'm a huge Dawson's Creek fan,
All
so I
right.
love this. This is awesome.
Okay.
Great reference. I think America wants to hear a short version of how this happened. Obviously, a horrific loss for you. How did you reconnect with the high school crush?
Guaranteed Facebook.
Yes, it was. I sent him a friend request.
John
and,
Deloney won.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and how long have you guys been dating before getting engaged?
We started in November, and we got engaged a little over a month ago.
Okay.
Are y'all living in the same community?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm on the East Coast. He's in the Midwest.
What's going to happen?
Have y'all seen? Yeah.
Well, it's very expensive to retire in Washington, D.C., so I will sell my home. I'll buy a less expensive home in the Midwest where he lives and where my family's from, and then I'll be completely debt-free. The only debt I have now is my mortgage because my late husband was a Dave Ramsey fan.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
And set me up for success even after he left. So
When are you guys getting married?
next year.
Okay, the way you said that, I could have heard it wrong. But the way you said it, it sounded like I'm going to buy a home. There was no we.
Yes. I have quite a bit more money than he does, and he has $180,000 in medical debt.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, it was a botched surgery. We have proof the surgery was botched. I'm trying really hard to get him to sue the hospital for malpractice because my thought is, in all likelihood, they will just drop the debt and we can each go on our merry way.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you combine finances with your first husband?
Yes, we shared everything.
So I'm going to guess here, the only thing that's giving you pause, which would create this urgency to call us today and say, hey, should I, is this $180,000 in medical debt?
Yes, because otherwise he's very responsible financially, except for the medical debt and his mortgage. He lives debt-free. He does not use credit cards. He pays cash for everything.
Are you guys planning to live in this house that you buy?
Yes.
Okay. John, I feel like this is in your lane here. This is not a money thing.
Okay, Aaron, how much? It is kind of. Aaron, how honest can I be with you? Can I be direct since we're best friends now?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
He says that to everybody.
I do. I don't have any best friends, so I try to pick them up from show callers. Here's the deal. I guess I wouldn't have a job if old flames who reconnected on social media told each other 100% of the truth. And so what I hear a lot of is, oh yeah, no, I know he is fill in the blank, or I know she is fill in the blank. And then people move across the country, they sell out, they cash out, they send money, they help with X, Y, and Z. And then there's this other shoe that drops. So I guess what I want to say for you and for everybody listening, and you may have already done this, is there's got to be some due diligence. What does that mean? Before you sell your house and buy a new one next to him, I would love for you all to pull credit reports together and walk through it.
Have you guys done that?
Probably
I have
not.
not yet, but
Okay.
but I do plan on sitting down and doing that. And as far as selling my house and moving there, this is my hometown. My parents are still alive. All my family is there. I have nobody here.
Okay, so you're going there anyway.
So I
Let's
was
just say
going
that.
to do that anyway.
Perfect.
Okay, the second thing is you making peace with the following. If you marry him, that $180,000 is y'all's debt. And often the money becomes the proxy war for, I want to marry this guy, but I also want to marry a man with a little bit of initiative. and he won't even call a lawyer for $5,000 and have him write a letter to clear $180,000.
Right, and I am going to work on him on that when I see him next month.
You can't work on him. You can say, I would challenge you to use this language. In this next marriage, that's going to be my last one I'm ever a part of, here's what I'm looking for in a partner. And it's a big deal to me that for me to feel safe is that I'm married to a guy with some initiative that when grave injustice is done to somebody, including him, that he's on the phone making it right. And then he gets to, if you come in and say, you need to, and you need to, and you need to, man, he's going to clam up like all of us would, right? Because he's going to feel the shame and the frustration and the, hey, can we just move past this? And hey, by the way, you've got a whole bunch of money. You can just pay it off when we get, and it's you saying, here's what I want in this new marriage.
Isn't it okay for her to ask for closure on this issue?
1,000%
Because it gives her
yes.
massive heartburn to realize that she might be inheriting $180,000. It doesn't make it about love or relationship, but just her fear of this issue.
Yes.
And that's what I was getting at, that it seems like they're on board with money. Theoretically, sounds like you guys are on board. But yeah, the idea of living separate finances and all that just because he's got this. By the way, you described it as it's not his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, any one of us could go in for a surgery and it get botched and we're stuck. It's like no one did anything irresponsible here. So
but that also sounds, it also, I'm telling you, Aaron, I hope I'm wrong. It sounds like a story too. Like, oh yeah, we'll just get it taken care of. They screwed this up and we'll get it squared up. Because if it was that easy, if they botched it, I've heard of head of hospitals coming in and saying, hey, we're going to clear this debt and we're also going to pay you $50,000 as some sort of entry settlement to just end this thing.
I had the same feeling, John.
So there's something.
Aaron, I don't want her to bank on that. It feels like, Aaron, the way you set that up, you're banking on, well, we get a lawyer involved, they're probably going to wipe it away. And when you said it, I went,
they probably would have if it was truly that cut and dry.
Yeah.
All I want you to hear me say is I want you to do your due diligence, and it's not unloving, it's not unromantic, it's not unchristian, whatever adjective you want to put there. It's none of those things for you to say, hey, we're both going to bring our credit reports to the table. I want to see where we both are. And if he says, we don't need to do that, I told you I'm debt free, say, yeah, I know. I want to see this, what I'm walking into. And then he gets to decide, do I want to be married to an amazing woman, or am I going to let my ego run wild and I may not have been telling the full truth? Here's the second piece. When you say there's wealth inequity, you've got way more money than he does, tell me how much way more you have.
Okay, he has about $500,000 in his retirement account, and he has a home that has maybe $250,000 in equity.
Okay.
I have about $500,000 in equity in my home, and I have $1.5 million in retirement accounts and other investments and savings.
Okay.
And the other thing I mentioned is my parents are still alive, but I'm going to inherit between $4 and $5 million when they pass.
This is one of the rare moments when I'm going to strongly recommend you walk in with a prenup. And here's why. Let's say he's totally on the up and up. When there is $4 or $5 or $6 million difference, then he's going to have a cousin somewhere that thinks he just won the lottery. Or he's going to have a parent or a kid. And I'm just telling you from years of doing the show, my fear is you're going to walk out there, he's going to sell his place, he's going to move into your house, your parents are going to pass away, and then if he disappears, he's going to take half of it. And so that would be my recommendation, because there's such a gap there, that you all sit down and discuss, hey, when my parents die, here's how this is going to go. And it's not to say you're not going to combine finances, et cetera.
I got to jump in real quick and ask you a question. Would you at least recommend premarital counseling
1,000,000%
before we think prenup?
I think you do premarital counseling before you do everything. Yes. Yeah.
CHM isn't health insurance. It's a health cost-sharing ministry. Check it out for yourself at chministries.org/budget.